My name is Hiro from the Major Group for Children Youth. And today we're going to present the young professional programs that the MDCY and ICLEI is developing at this moment towards the mid-term of this year. So this session will present what is it? What is the young professional program and how that can contribute to the urban governance and also the resilient cities. So I hope you will get the sense, and we are looking for the further collaboration with the partners. So if you have any suggestions, ideas, or way to engage, we are welcome. So could you move on to the next? Because this is for PowerPoint, no? Oh, perfect. So, and we have a guest speaker here from ICLEI. So could you introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Laura Kavanaugh. I'm the ICLEI Resilient Cities Program Manager from our World Secretariat in Bonn, Germany.
Yes, so ICLEI and the UNMCY has a long history for collaboration, but we're not going to detail it. I would like to first introduce who we are and move on to who is ICLEI and go into the program. So the UNMCY is a platform for young people to engage in intergovernmental negotiations. So we are engaged in Sendai process, of course, but we are also engaging in many different processes. So we are also working for SDGs, new urban agenda about sustainable urban development, financing for development, etc. So this platform has a lot of young people inside. So we have more than 4,000 youth-led organizations, and also representing more than 165 countries. We are operating a lot of places there. The idea and the key pillar of the UNMCY is to make sure the kind of the coherent implementations regarding the Sendai framework and also the SDGs. So this program is going to talk about that. And then moving to the ICLEI side.
So ICLEI, we're a global network of over 1,500 local governments around the world, and our organization has 17 offices with 250 staff, and through these offices we serve the members in the cities and regions that we work with who are committed to sustainability. So we provide capacity building services, knowledge products, events, and advocacy on behalf of our members for and with them, including in an official capacity to the UN, such as here at the UNISDR. We work in 10 different thematic areas, and one of those areas is the Resilient Cities program. So here we work with our local governments to help them assess their risks, all types, disaster and climate and even socioeconomic, to plan for those risks and to report on them and to finance them through a variety of programs that we do across the world. And we also support them with knowledge sharing through our events like our Resilient Cities Congress series and various platforms and partnerships to make sure this whole process is very inclusive. So across our work and in line with the new urban agenda principles, we really try to encourage and support our local governments to be inclusive, and this includes with youth. So one specific example of how we've done this, and this relates to our new program here, is the Future City Leaders program, and this ran from 2010 to 2012. And with this connected young elected professionals from around the world, from US, Finland, Germany, Australia, Asia, and helped them learn from each other on what they were doing in their various countries. Also connected them to mentors within our network and provided them different training and resources for professional development, and also participation in international events so they could really grow in this field and encourage others to follow.
Thanks. So as you can see, we both are the global platform for the ICLEI for the local government and the MDCY for the young people. So our partnership is especially deepened through the Habitat 3 process, which is talking about the sustainable urban development. So the outcome document from that conference was New Urban Agenda, which is specifically emphasize the role of local government in implementation of the SDGs and other sustainable development frameworks. So it is key that we are going to link the New Urban Agenda, SDGs, and also Sendai framework, because all of those are linked and also connected and need to be coherently implemented at the local level, because Sendai framework is not the only agenda that local government need to take on. it's also SDGs, New Urban Agenda, Sustainable Consumption Production. So we need a kind of interlinked platform and the project that to implement the embracing all different activities. So we came up with the idea of this project, and we launched a Keto Youth Commitment together with ICLEI and President of the General Assembly. And one of the key pillars, so there are 3 pillars, but one of the key pillars is Cities 2030 Young Professionals Programs. So as Lawrence mentioned, this is going to build on the Future Young Leaders program that ICLEI had, and building on, so we are going to embrace 2 key young people. So one is young practitioners and one young politicians, because both are the key people in the local government how to implement. So the idea of young professional programs, as you can see, is kind of the partnership at the global level between MDCY and ICLEI, and we facilitate that partnership at the local level. Of course, it comes up from the bottom up as well, but facilitate that partnership between local government and young practitioners to channel the young, skilled, talented people into local government, because without strong local government, we cannot implement SDGs and the Sendai framework. So we think it is absolutely key to make sure the local government has a capacity and also be attractive to the young people to engage, because it's always the time the young people think big city or big company are more cool, or like some private company is better. But at the same time, we believe that local governments are absolutely attractive, and we absolutely need them to engage. So what we are going to do this year, we are thinking to officially launch around September. That's the kind of the ambitious goal we have. But to launch this program between the local government and the young people, so young people are going to work in the local government for at least 6 months or maybe a year to learn and contribute local government activities. Because ICLEI has a huge membership, and a lot of them have a lot of the progressive and innovative ideas how to improve the condition of the cities, such as disaster risk reduction is one thing, urban governance, waste management, etc. So it is a key that young people will have opportunities to learn and also contribute from their academic and professional background to the local government. I think it needs to be not like interns to provide a coffee for the local mayors, but need to be the better partnership that has actual substance to engage between them. And MDCY will lead this program and also trying to facilitate the access for young people to make sure that it is not going to be only provided for the who have access, but also who will have less access, have the less opportunities to this global initiative, so that we can make sure that this will not be just privilege-rich project, but it's going to be inclusive, meaningful engagement. So I want to give the floor to ICLEI side, how the ICLEI thinks about this and how they are going to engage with us.
Yeah, so some comments from ICLEI on why we think this is important. So exactly what you were saying in terms of the importance of making it attractive for young people to join local governments. There's a really important role that local governments have for driving this change. We know that these global frameworks need to be implemented on the ground and in the cities. So getting that message across to young people so that they understand the potential and how interesting it could be to work for local governments, to make it attractive. And we hear this from our members a lot, that this is something that's really missing. They want to engage more with the youth because this is a demographic which tends to be really progressive, really innovative, and they can connect to this sort of sector of society and bring fresh ideas and commitment on sustainable development. And they can also really serve as champions for connecting with other young professionals and youth. They're really sort of uniquely positioned within society to be connected to the communities and the schools that they've come from, to the universities that they've studied in or are currently studying in, and the professional sectors which they've recently joined. So this creative energy can really help put the leave no one behind principles into practice in that aspect, and inspire others to follow. So it's something that we we really encourage our local governments to engage with young professionals, for example, through the university. So this is sort of an entry point that they can have. This is a win-win situation where the local governments need information and they need support, and sometimes they don't have a lot of resources for this. So if they can tap into what's already out there, students, and then through those have these sort of training and mentorship programs, so the students really understand how these principles and research is being applied in practice. It benefits them in their studies, and it can also help bring that into, it benefits the cities as well, because then they're able to benefit from this knowledge that they might not otherwise be able to develop in-house. So it's really a win-win situation in this respect, and we find it really important as ECLI to support our young mayors and local leaders so they can really sort of set the trend for others. I mean, I think we can recently see that anyone can be a local leader, not everyone should be. So this can help us get a bit of an intake program going as well.
Thank you so much. So I hope this will give kind of the nice view that how we are thinking about the sustainable urban development, resilience, and the SDGs, how we can link it. So thanks so much. If you have any question, I think we have a few minutes, or like 1 or 2. So if you have any question, we can take the floor. Is there any questions? All good?
If I'm interested in joining this program, is it required to be a part of UNMGCY?
I think we will encourage to join. And the MDCY is not like an organization, it's a platform for the intergovernmental negotiations and make sure that our voices are heard at the UN. So the idea is that we link this local initiative up to this, for example, high-level political forum, which is a forum review of the SDGs, or other SDG implementation forum, and of course in the process. So it is absolutely key that local is connected to the global. And without that, we cannot know what's happening in the local level and how we are implementing it. So it's absolutely key that global and the local are connected. Is there any other question? Good.
How can they learn more?
Yes, sorry, this is absolutely nonsense mistake, but I forgot to put the link. So currently our website is hacked by, unfortunately, because of the famous news about the entire world that were hacked or whatever. So please contact us at h3dop@childrenyouth.org, or just come to me. I'm happy to provide information, and let's keep in touch. We are looking really forward to engaging with you. Thank you so much.